Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2, Episode 20. Only a few episodes left. I can't believe this season is almost done. It's gone by so fast and so much has happened. The last episode was about a Sadie Hawkins dance and these ghosts who were possessing the school, particularly the ghost of a student, James, who had some similarities between Buffy and her relationship with Angel, and it was very interesting to see the ghosts play out their situation using Angel and Buffy when they possess them. But we saw Spike is also back, which I'm curious to see if that's what this episode will be focused on, Spike's evil plan. Again, with the season finale coming up soon, I'm very curious as to what's going to happen. It's making me very nervous. It's been an intense season so far. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you're ever curious about what gear I use or what's on the bookshelf, I've included a link in the description. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and check back often for more awesome content.
Okay, pause that tape for a second.
Hey, no pressure. I just like being around you. That's all.
When have they hung out before? This guy. It's gonna be about mermaids with the swim team, and we're doing a mermaid episode.
Man, that girl gives me the creeps.
Is that the guy from Prison Break? I haven't seen Prison Break either. Okay. Definitely something with the ocean in this one. Yeah, okay. They said they train in it once a week. I can't remember this actor's name. It's like, oh, better not be concerned about my friend. I'll just keep walking. Those sound like eating sounds. Oh God. They chomped his whole leg. Ugh! Why is he smoking? I can't tell what parts are. Oh God. It's a lot. It's a lot of skin happening. Yeah, Wentworth Mille, that's his name. I'm pretty sure he's the guy from Prison Break. And Principal Snyder's back in this.
Your pie chart is looking a lot like solitaire.
Haha!
You're a team player, and I like that. A team player wants everyone on the team to succeed. Wants everyone to pass.
Why do I feel like he's using that against her? And yeah, and it's like, hey, don't fail anybody.
And I think we need to cut him some slack.
Yeah, he's like, oh, just give him a passing grade because he's a star athlete. And
I think we'll find a grade more fitting to an athlete of Gage's stature.
Yeah, because if he's failing a class, he's kicked up the swim team, and coach and the principal obviously is concerned about trophies and not academics.
Kept slave, remember?
You know what really grates my cheese? That Buffy's not going to share my moral outrage about...
Grates my cheese. Come on. Nobody talks like that.
Thinking about this ever since last night.
This guy.
I should probably develop some...
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, this guy sucks.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Oh, it's not me I'm worried about.
Exactly.
You like it rough.
Oh God. Yeah, well, keep your paws to yourself.
So something ripped him open and ate out his insides?
Like an Oreo cookie.
Oh my.
Except for, you know, without the chocolatey cookie goodness.
Yeah, it'd be the human goodness. Yeah. Yeah.
To keep things quiet for now.
Of course he did. Why wouldn't he?
You're gonna think about that later, mister, and you're gonna laugh.
Yeah, something's attacking the swim team, mermaids maybe, or like sirens or something coming out of the ocean and attacking people. We haven't heard much about sports at Sunnydale. I know Buffy was a cheerleader a while ago for basketball, but nothing with the swim team. Okay. Maybe one of the players on the swim team is possessed by something. Yeah, they said there's like a weird smell and then something attacked him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. It's just like a literal suit skin, like he's been deflated. Yeah. Ah! That was a nightmare fuel. Oh my God, that was terrifying.
And downward. Like this. With more teeth.
Is it sucking like all the water out of him?
Really? Me? I'll crack him like an egg.
I like it when Willow tries to be tough.
And practice running like a man.
Yeah, something's taken out the best players on the swim team. Is he playing a Game Boy? Yes, that's amazing. That monster thing was scary, oh my god.
The ocean's depths to wreak your vengeance.
I don't think that's what happened. No.
What? I snuck in yesterday and peed in the pool.
Revenge of a different kind. Yeah. Well, she did get him to confess, but not to what she was hoping for.
He won't be eligible to compete.
He'll find someone. All he has to do is wear a bathing suit, right?
I'm curious as why the principal is so set on like, obviously I know we're looking for the school, but what is he getting out of it, you know?
I'm twisted, sister, you know that? Cam told me about your games. Go find someone else to harass.
I think he's gonna regret saying that.
Bitch.
Gotta be talking about Buffy.
Oh, shoot.
Good luck, my friend. Just so happens, I'm recruiting.
Oh god, no! It might not be the sea monster that'll get him, but Angel's got his teeth into him. Ha 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 ha, vampire joke. He tastes bad? Why is Angel spitting him out? Oh, yes.
Summers. Beautiful.
Hair accessory as a weapon. Good thinking. Yeah, I'm very curious.
Walk me home?
Yep, now you're like, actually maybe you're right.
It's not that Chicken Little's much of a witness, but...
I'm curious if Principal Snyder's been giving them steroids or like helping them, as obviously he's concerned about the team winning. Xander's gonna join the swim team.
Eris, get flirt on your own time. Okie dokie, coachy.
I gotta stop adding like E's to the end of words. It's not as cute as I think it is. Yeah, I'm curious if it was like a rival school or maybe this Gage fellow was tired of being third and wanted to be the best swimmer on the team. So he's like, if I take out the other two.
You gotta love this undercover deal. 20 minutes in a hot room with a bunch of sweaty guys.
Hello.
Gage?
Is it too late? Oh my god. It creates more of them, like it's transforming into one of these monsters. Oh god. What the frick? So that's why the skin is like shedded, because it's become a monster now and they only have like the skin suits left. Oh god. That was a cool transformation scene though. It was well done to see his like hand and his head and everything. Whoa, slip sliding, bye.
Going to need stitches, but you might want to have your family physician take a look at it.
This nurse actress looks familiar as well. I feel like she's been in a ton of stuff.
Albi, torn tendon, Gage Petronzi, fractured wrist, depression, headaches.
Is it the nurse?
I'm looking around, guy.
What about you?
Giles would love the tranquilizer gun. We're going fishing.
Yeah, so the nurse has been drugging them to help them win. But again, I feel like the principal's involved. I don't know why the nurse would suddenly be so invested in the swim team.
The steroids, where are they? You're soaking in it, bud.
What?
Huh?
Is that Shane West?
Aromatherapy. This is the steam.
What? What? Whoa! So they all have it? Oh my god. Also, Shane West is in this episode? It definitely looked like him.
Don't make it any worse. You've already lost 3.
Lost? They're not lost.
Ah! No, not the nurse. Oh god.
They may be out of the game right now, but they're still a team.
This guy.
Gotta eat.
Oh no, 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 no. They're sacrificing the nurse. Oh no. Yeah, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting it to be the steam room. So that means Xander's been exposed now.
Black Lagoon. The creature from the Blue Lagoon was Brooke Shields. And thank you so much for your support.
I have seen Blue Lagoon, but I haven't seen Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Detailing experiments with fish DNA in their Olympic swimmers.
What?
Mako shark, but they couldn't crack it.
And you did.
Fish DNA?
What shit is that?
That's what we're doing?
This isn't over.
In.
Yeah, he's been feeding them like steroids mixed with fish DNA to make them better swimmers, although if it...
Care about my boys, but I do. They count on me.
He's practiced this speech before, obviously. Yeah, now she's stuck in a pool with these...
They've already had their dinner. The boys have other needs.
I'm sorry, what are we doing? The fish people... No, I'm not doing that. We're not going there.
Any guilt yet?
Ah!
Xander, what are you doing?
That's not Xander. Nope, nope. I don't think he would have transformed that fast.
Or not, I mean, I understand if you want to see other fish.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
I can to make your quality of life better. Whether that means little bath toys or...
It's not Xander.
That's not me.
Ah!
There you go.
That was very sweet of her to offer. Little bath toys and, you know.
Chaps. Either we'll find an effective antidote.
This cage has come in handy. I don't think there's actually any books stored in it anymore.
I think we can safely say we found Sean.
Yes.
He was in the pool skinless dipping.
Haha.
Where's Buffy?
So is the plan for them to enter this race with these people who look like fish monsters and not high school boys? Like, I feel like someone would notice that, you know? I feel like someone might pick up on that. Yeah, and if he treats the members of the swim team differently, oh god. Underwater Buffy. Buffy the Fish Slayer? No, I don't think so. Oh! Bonked him. Oh, gotta get her out of there.
Just doing my part for our team.
Ah! Bonked him. Oh, bye. Oh, the team's gonna eat their own coach? Oh, the irony. Oh, I think it's too late for that. Yep. Oh, God. Bye, coach.
Those boys really love their coach.
That's one way to put it.
We're gonna have to hunt them again?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we'll be seeing them anymore.
Where do you think they'll go?
The ocean.
Home.
Yeah. Yeah, so these boys now have just become these fish things permanently. They've abandoned their human life. They're just gonna swim free in the ocean. Okay. Didn't actually kill any of the monsters. They're still just, you know, sun tanning, surfs up. Doesn't seem concerned. I guess as long as you're on land, they won't come after you. So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2, Episode 20. For this late in the season, it wasn't my favorite episode. It definitely reverted back to the Monster of the Week. We didn't even mention, I don't think Miss Calendar was even mentioned, other than Willow is now being offered a position to finish out the finals of the semester, so maybe a new teacher will be back for Season 3, which I'm assuming would be when the new semester would start, given as how the seasons seem to break over summer holidays for the gang at school. But yeah, it was interesting to see a few guest stars. I think Shane West was in it as one of the members of the swim team for a few scenes, and then Wentworth Mille from Prison Break. I haven't seen that show, but I know he was in it. So it was nice to see. It's always nice to see actors who I know from other stuff that have been in this show, especially because it was around for such a long period of time. Not my favorite storyline. The creatures were well done, like the makeup and special effects and stuff looked cool, and they made references to Creature from the Black Lagoon, which I haven't seen scene, but I feel like maybe heavily influenced this movie. And Principal Snyder was back in this, and he seemed very adamant that the swim team win and that the school gets this recognition. But I'm still, I don't know that I trust his motives there. I'm still curious about why he was so focused on the swim team. And we saw the athletes from the swim team get special treatment at school, as the principal asked Willow. We didn't say the words, but heavily implied that she should change Gage's grade from an F to a D so that he could still be on the swim team, as if he has a failing grade he can't participate, obviously. But yeah, and I felt it was very true to Willow to obviously be fair and be, give all the students the grade they deserve and that they worked for. And I think she was a little hurt that he would even ask that. And, as she is a very studious student and works hard herself, I think that was an interesting situation to be in, especially by the principal. He's in a position of power, and to ask you that is obviously crossing the line and just so strange. And considering she's already a student who's teaching, I don't know what the school board would think about that. And then Xander tried out for the swim team, and Cordelia saw that as that he was only doing it to impress her. Maybe he was, and he said he wanted to, get closer to Gage on the swim team and figure out what was going on. And then he inadvertently puts himself in danger, as we find out that the team is being infected with these fish DNA steroid combination from the coach through the steam room, which I thought was an interesting way for them to be exposed to it, I guess. A few of the players had gone to the nurse's office, so they thought maybe the nurse was injecting them with some drug that was causing them to react this way. But yeah, not my favorite episode, especially the ending when they're like, oh yeah, the monsters escaped, cool. Like, that's usually we defeat the monster in these episodes, I know the coach met a very gruesome end, and he was the one spearheading this whole campaign to turn the team into these things. And then we see the irony of the situation when he is killed by his own team, basically, which is what he was doing to other people. He sacrificed the nurse to this team. Staffing is a real problem at Sunnydale. And then that last shot of just the three sea monsters just swimming off into the ocean and just, living their best life. And it's like, when the families of the teenage boys who, just had this happen to them think they would be worried? Or how is that going to work? Like, there's no bodies, there's just these weird skin suits. Like, I feel like someone's not asking enough questions, and just, I feel like it was a lot swept under the rug with this episode. And like, she's like, oh, Buffy's like, don't worry, they won't come back, we're fine. It's like, have you not seen the show? Like, do you not know what happens? It's worrying me to have such like a filler type of episode right before the season finale starts and right before the last few episodes of the season come into play, because I feel like it's a distraction. They just needed to get to the last bit of the season, and they were focusing on the season finale, so they just pumped this episode out and weren't really concerned about how it landed. And now Xander's on the swim team, I guess, so he's gonna have like swim practice or something. Yeah, it just seemed very bizarre. I felt like there were some elements of real life in this episode, as sometimes athletes are treated differently and given special privileges, especially I think in high school, where there's a lot of pressure for that school and a lot of pressure for that student to succeed, and maybe academics aren't considered the highest priority. So I feel like there was some truth in that. But yeah, and just the way Buffy was, again, the principal just has no compassion for Buffy and is just out to make her life as miserable as possible. And even when she's telling the principal, this guy attacked me and was making me feel uncomfortable, he sides with the athlete and doesn't really want to hear Buffy's story. And I feel like even if it wasn't Buffy, even if it was any other girl at that school, he probably would have had the same thoughts and would have protected the athlete at all costs, as opposed to listening to somebody who's trying to explain the situation. I thought the transformation scene was cool when we realized that they're not actually dying. The human form is just becoming this fish sea monster form, whatever it is, from the DNA that they've been exposed to. And then they're just like these skin suits are left behind, basically. So the human versions of those boys are still alive somehow. And you think Buffy would want to try and bring those boys back, even if they weren't the nicest of people to her. You think like for their families and stuff. She would want to try and rescue them. I don't know how you would reverse that process. Maybe that was too complicated and it would have required another episode or something. But yeah, it just feels like very much like, okay, they're just going to stay in the ocean now and hang out with the fish, and like that'll be their life and they won't ever bother us again, which doesn't seem to, judging by how this entire series has gone, seems to be rarely the case. I enjoyed the guest stars, the special effects, makeup. The creatures are definitely getting more advanced and more like in terms of looks. But yeah, not my favorite episode, so I'm nervous because I feel like the next few episodes are going to be crazy, so maybe I'll be regretting saying that this one, you know, maybe I'll be wishing to watch this one again instead of what's coming next, because yeah, I'm very nervous as to what's going to happen. Angel was in this episode, but very briefly, and then that's how they kind of figured out that there was something wrong with the swimmer's blood. When Angel attacks Gage, he's spitting out the blood and is wiping his mouth, and usually that's not the response from a vampire, so that was kind of the first hint that maybe there's something in their blood or in their body that's causing him to react this way. And I'm curious if that knowledge will come into play later. Like if Buffy can inject herself with something, not steroids obviously, but something that would make Angel not like the taste of her blood or something. Like I'm curious to see if that fact comes into play later. Thank you so much for sharing this first time watching with me. Almost at the end of season 2. I'm just, yeah, I feel like this whole season is just so much growth from the characters. A lot of things have happened, so I'm very nervous to see how it all wraps up and ends. Almost the end of the season. I'm assuming Spike will be back very heavily in the next few episodes because it's the season finale, and that usually means horrible things for Buffy. We don't have a prophecy this season so far, but again, they usually like to put her life in danger for a season finale. So I'm just very curious as to what's going to happen and very nervous at the same time. But if you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. I can't tell what parts are, oh god, it's a lot of skin happening. Sound like eating sounds. They chomped his whole leg. Ugh! Grates my cheese, come on. You playing a Game Boy? Hair accessory as a weapon, good thinking. I don't know why the nurse would suddenly be so invested in the swim team. That was very sweet of her to offer. Little bath toys.